New year, new me, I guess. I have ignored influencer trap for the past 8 months, but today that changes. Believe it or not, but influencer trap is actually one of the most requested topics on my channel and is one of the favorite events of a lot of players in State of Survival. So we are doing a tier list. I want to rank every single State of Survival hero and decide with you guys whether they are good trap heroes. Now, how can we see a good trap hero? There are a few conditions. Their skills need to be mostly damage based. Skills of a hero like Daryl, for example, is mostly health based or reduces the damage of the enemy. They aren't as good on trap because your goal is to deal damage to the trap monster. A second key element for heroes on influencer trap is the amount of rounds the skills activate. Trap levels consists out of low level traps and high level traps. Everything below level 7 is a low level trap. Level 7 and upwards is high level trap. This is very important to know because a low level trap activates every 4 rounds and high level trap every 5 rounds. So the heroes you will use truly depend on the level of trap you're performing. Echo's skill activation is, for example, very high, which means his skills never activate on trap. With these two conditions in mind, we can start our tier list. I have made 4 categories. An S tier for the best trap heroes, better than meh category for the heroes that don't make the S rank, a meh category for the mediocre trap heroes, and a garbage category for every trap hero that you should never use. I don't think it makes much sense to create more categories because there is literally no in between.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be.
Please keep in mind that this list is my own personal preference and I'm sure other people will have other opinions. That's completely fine. In the garbage category we have 10 heroes. These are heroes I would absolutely avoid using on trap because they are simply far worse than the better categories. They are not ranked in any particular order and I won't go over all of them, but there are a few I would like to discuss. As mentioned earlier, Wacko has a very late skill activation and literally none of his skills will be activated on trap. Another example is Gen 12's Ram. His third skill is a damage reducer and his first skill will only activate on high trap. His second skill only deals 3% damage. This makes him far worse than the best rider hero for trap. But we are not there yet. You will be able to find the complete tier list on the Jumping Gorilla Discord server. This is the garbage category again for your comfort. I didn't expect the meh category to be this big. These are still heroes I would never recommend for trap, but they are somewhat usable. As I mentioned, a whole lot of heroes in this category. Most of them have decent enough damage dealing skills, but either the values are very low or the round activation isn't optimal. Kira, for example, is in this tier because 2 out of 3 skills are damage reducers and the first skill only activates at 5 rounds. This makes her completely useless on a low level trap, but on a high level trap she is somewhat useful. I guess you can see how I ranked the heroes. The one that ended up in the meh category is the new resonating hunter hero Ayo. All her skills deal damage, but the first skill only activates on high level trap and the values of the second and the third skill are quite low. So there is absolutely no chance that she outperforms our highest ranked hunter hero, and tests of several people within the State of Survival community confirm that statement. Here is a complete overall of the meh category. As I mentioned before, I would still try to avoid these heroes, but if you don't have any other options, these are better than garbage heroes. Before we dive in the better categories, I would like to introduce you to today's video sponsor, Paxify. If you want to spend less on in-game bundles, Paxify offers discounts up to 25%. So if you want to give your wallet a rest but still be competitive in game, Paxify is your partner in crime. On to the better than meh heroes. These are actually fairly decent options, but just not good enough for me to reach the godlike tier, usually because there's either a cheaper alternative that outperforms these heroes. But by all means, these are decent enough options. Heroes like Maddie, Jane, Joker, Eva are definitely not bad options on trap. Joker is by far the second best rider hero for trap, but the number one rider that's obviously in the god tier status outperforms him. Arthur on a low level trap is for me the second best hunter hero. All damage based skills and a low round skill activation. That's literally everything you want out of a good trap hero. The god status tier rank is our final rank of today. If you want to score high on trap, these are the heroes you should rally with. Tweak, for example, does extremely well on trap because of his first skill. Now the effect of Tweak's skill gradually decreases after 4 rounds, which makes him fairly useless on PvP, but amazing on trap. Ao's sister Mikoto is actually a hero that's amazing for a low level trap, an incredibly low skill round activation and good values. Literally all you want for a good trap hero. Here is a complete overview of the god tier heroes. If you have the skills of these heroes at level 5, use them regardless if they are generals, colonels, whatever. If the skills are level 5, they are perfectly fine. One final thing, joiner heroes do not affect trap damage. Joiner formations do affect damage. As I mentioned before, the whole tier rank can be found on the Jumping Gorilla Discord server, link is in the description. And if you did enjoy the video, it would be awesome if you could slap a like on the video and maybe subscribe right there. Thanks for watching guys, see you next time, bye!